So Wu, how are you? We have been talking about our wizard dwarf who dresses like a Christmas tree. His name is Peet and he adventures with his apprentice, Yixi and the alchemist, Eldin. The group is traveling west on a quest to find a very magical and mythical seed. So Wu now. Our own quest will be to imagine what might be in Pete's way that will make his journey more interesting. Our plan is to create chaos so that Pete's story will be more original and creative. Okay then. What do you think? Can you help us think up some chaos? It can be fun.
Hello and welcome to our newest world building video. Here at Wild Art Fly Free, we are building a fantasy world, and we hope that you can help us. We are building our world out of stories, and our stories are made from things like plots and scenes and locations and characters. It's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Also, everything that we create is public domain, so anyone can use it. No worries. So, if you have half an hour, why don't you sit back and see what we are about? Also, please know that we are always interested in your ideas, so if you have any ideas to share, please feel free. Thank you.
So we are Wild Art Fly Free, and we are all about creativity. And to us, creativity is the path out of chaos to perfection. Perfection being fragile, temporary, impossible, and prone to explode, which is right where we're trying to get to. But first, we need chaos. Right? You can't have a path out of chaos if you don't have any chaos. So we do tend to invite chaos into our stories. Our story today is about Pete, and he is traveling from Swanford west looking for a mythical magical seed. He is traveling along with his companions, his apprentice magic apprentice. She is learning magic. I'm hesitating to say wizard's apprentice because Yixi doesn't know if she wants to be a wizard, but she does want to learn magic. So she is apprenticing with Pete. And Pete also has Eldon, who is a alchemist. Sorry. Eldon is a young human male alchemist. And together they are going west, looking for the seed. So what sorts of chaos might they encounter along the road to make our story interesting and to make sure that it is truly creative? Since to be truly creative, you have to travel out of chaos toward the perfection. Anyway, possible chaoses for Pete on his journey to find the seat. The idea. So some of these are ideas that we can play with and throw into Pete's life. And the idea is I must accept. That doesn't mean I need to like it. So Pete might be messed up by his own stubbornness. The idea that he must accept, but he doesn't need to like it. And so, is there ways that we can throw that into Pete's path to keep things interesting? Okay. Other ideas for chaos? Some groups, such as the cults, build their build their identity based on lies. And so the Halican and the Howjaring are both cults, and both of them, their leaders predict and hand out prophecies, and so groups of adventurers work for the cults, the Halican and the Howjaring, to try to make those prophecies come true. So for Peet, might come up with the idea that some groups, such as the cults, build their identity based on lies. This can be a powerful handle for the leaders in the group to test for loyalty. How much do you put your thoughts and your common sense versus your faith in the group stories? How much do you go along with the group ideas, the group faith, the group beliefs versus what makes more sense? And how might Peet go up against that? Perhaps the Halican are trying to recruit Peet. Perhaps the Howjaring, the other cult, have decided that Peet is an enemy, or maybe they want to recruit him too. He has gone along with the scaring out of the residents of Swanford to make a prophecy come true. So that was useful. So maybe they can get Peet to do some more work for them, and maybe even become a member, in which case they wouldn't have to pay him quite so much. Okay, other ideas. How about what would happen if Peet or Eldon or Yixi get injured or sick or incapacitated in some way along the trip so that they cannot continue? That's a common enough thing. Will that help our story? Well, probably we can just see how it goes and keep that in the back of our minds. If we get in a spot where we need to slow things down, we can hurt one of our people. That's easy enough. Just joking. Sort of. Anyway, what other ideas do we have here? How about a plot twist? Can you think of any? And I should mention now about another idea that we've had and we've already been playing with, and that is Peet has theatrical brain imps. And we all do, but we're playing with the idea of developing these as characters. And Peet has one called Hope, and one called Fear, and another called Guilt, which are feelings that Peet has gone through as he made his way to Swanford and then had his adventure in Swanford. And now, as he's traveling out of Swanford looking for the seed, the brain imp named Guilt will be messing around in his brain. Guilt is a bit of a comedian. And anyway, if you are interested in that, look for the links below. And okay, and that ties to another idea that we can put in Peet's way, and that is that the brain is a good place to hide. So there's no limit to how much chaos we can invent, but what sort of chaos might be fun to throw into the path of Peet and Yixi and Eldon as they travel west looking for a castle that might have a magic seed in it? And leave your comments below. So thank you.
Peet, Eldon, and Yixi are going west, and to everything that west is. But also, they go west to whatever chaos we find that they will not expect. So this is all about building a story. The story of Peet's travel west. But, of course, it is tied to Eldon's story and Yixi's story too. And what other stories we will affect along the way. And this is how we are building our world. We build lots of stories. Not one story at a time, but lots of stories at the same time. And speaking of time, this process that we are playing with takes time. So, now we will let these ideas wait for a while. But, they will not be idle.